to finish the first half of the season. 11 games remain for these two teams in the season, and they will be fighting for those top two spots. That's who goes to Tuscaloosa. The Volts 5 games back of first place, only 4 games back, though, potentially, of that second place spot after the Bandits just dropped their 3rd straight game. Alongside Amanda Scarborough, the 2-time All-American, I'm Chucky Kemp. Well, talk about the Volts. They got a big win last night over the Bandits. Now a chance to make one up on the Talons tonight. It's a big game.
Yeah, it feels like last night could be the start of something for the Volts, who have just been struggling offensively, but turned it on offensively last night, led by Amanda Lorenz with another home run. But this is a big one for the Volts to be able to try to get one against the Talons tonight.
Talons look like the team to beat, though. 9 of their last 10 they have won. They're on a 5-game win streak right now. They're almost untouchable.
Well, coming off of that 2-week break, the question is the Talons offense going to be able to pick up where they left off? And they didn't for a few innings, but it was in the 3rd and the 4th that they were able to turn it on. Just getting production all throughout their order. Several different players had RBIs, including Hannah Flippin with 3, Tori Vidales, Vic Hayward came in and even got in on the RBI action. Ali Aguilar from the 9-hole had 2 RBIs, including a home run. So this is a Talons offense that everybody is contributing. That run rule win against the Blaze last night has given them a lot of momentum to come into this game tonight, where they will face a pitcher and Sam Landry. Will Sam Landry, the rookie, be able to quiet this offense down with everybody 1 through 9 contributing?
Talons so dangerous. 9-1, the run rule victory last night over the Blaze. 9 runs scored in just 2 of those innings. An explosive offense. 4 players drove in a run last night. Great matchup between the Talons and Volts. This Volts lineup wants some revenge after losing 4 straight to the Talons in Norman, Oklahoma to finish the first half of the season. Last night, though, positive for their offense. 5 runs scored against the Bandits pitching staff, and Amanda Lorenz has found a new home in the 2-hole. We're used to seeing her at the top of the order. She dropped down to the 2 spot, had the go-ahead 2-run home run last night, and will look to keep swinging a hot bat. She has homered in back-to-back games, including a 2-home run game and the final loss of that 4-game series to the Talons. Here's the problem. Georgina Korick is arguably the best pitcher in the league right now. This is her 6th appearance, her 3rd start. She's 3-0, a 1.62 ERA, and a 1.59 opponent batting average. She has been elite.
Sub-2 ERA through 13 innings in the first half. Remember, she came in late because she was playing in Japan, but with the way that she was throwing, arguably the best out of any pitcher in the league to end the first part of the season.
Best ERA, best opponent batting average. Had that complete game shutout against this Volts lineup. Danica Coffey leading things off. Behind 1-2 in the count. Off-speed pitch fought off as well.
I'll tell you one thing. When you have back-to-back-to-back double headers, the box scores add up really quickly. That you start to, if you're a broadcaster, that start to pile up. I'm trying to keep up with all these box scores. The games just keep coming at you. And the sellouts keep coming at us too. Great catches by the fans on foul balls. A lot of souvenirs for these little girls that are here. Love to see it. High five from the mom.
That last box score we got had to be printed on cardstock. 32 combined hits, 22 combined runs. I'm not sure you could count on one hand the amount of players who reach base 3 or maybe even 4 times. Coffey pops this up to Sydney Romero, 1 out.
Well, Georgina Korick is unique in the sense that she's going to rely a little bit more on side-to-side pitches in her curveball and her screwball than you see these days. She'll throw her changeup at a high rate as well. So curve, screw, mixing that rise ball a little bit, but what she does so beautifully is just paint the corners with her curveball and screwball, and throws that screwball 75% of the time for a strike.
Here's Lorenz. Watches that for ball 2. Amanda Lorenz has been one of the most dangerous hitters for a long, long time, going back to her days of Florida, where she started all 260 games she played in from 2016 to 2019. SEC Player of the Year in 2018 for Tim Walton, and a 4-time All-American.
We talked about this in Norman whenever these two teams faced each other in a 4-game series at Love's Field at Oklahoma, when the Volts were just desperate for wins in those final 2 games of that series. Amanda Lorenz just turned it on.
Off the glove of Cork, it's going to be an infield single for Lorenz.
And what we said is that a determined Amanda Lorenz is not an Amanda Lorenz that you want to pitch against. And she, ever since those last 2 games in Norman, bring into last night, and then now tonight, she's just a hitter that is hungry for wins, hungry to get on base, and hungry to lead this team.
Line drive caught by flipping at shortstop to take it away from Sierra Romero. The Romero sisters playing against each other tonight.
Jumped right at the right time by Hannah Flippett, who is early candidate for MVP after the first half, for sure.
Strike one from Cork to Tiare Jennings, who hit a rocket over the left center field wall last night. She'd been having her struggles after a really hot start to the season. Her average had dropped down to, and I say dropped down to, but 306. Now with 4 home runs on the year, double-digit RBIs. Take strike 2. Reaches, that is going to find a spot out of play.
Remember in Norman, Chucky, Amanda Lorenz's old travel ball team, the Batbusters, were there with Mike Stith, her old head coach. In fact, they stayed at our hotel in Norman, big travel ball tournament going on. She spoke to the Batbusters team. Maybe that was a little bit of extra sparkle that she needed.
She's going to steal here and out. Could not quite get under the tag, and that'll do it for the top of the first.
Trying to put the pressure on Charlize Palacios to make a throw, and boy, did she. But the tag by Hannah Flippin to get the shoulder of Amanda Lorenz, who goes in hard. That was an athletic move to move out of the way and get the out.
One hit, but the minimum face for Georgina Corrick after Amanda Lorenz was caught stealing, and no run scored for the Volts. Talons' first crack at it here in the bottom of the first. A great crowd. Had a lot of rain earlier today, but the skies have cleared. It's the lineup the Talons send to the dish. Hannah Flippin in the 3-hole, dangerous. 2 for 3, scored 3 times, drove in 3 more. Last night in their 9-1 win over the Blaze, Tori Vidales, one of the most veteran hitters in the league behind her. And Vic Hayward gets the start in right field after she hit a ball off that wall last night. She'll be in the 9-hole. It's all led off by the rookie out of Mississippi State, Sierra Sacco.
She has been so good ever since her first game. Remember, it was her as a rookie who hit the first ever AUSL home run a few weeks ago right here on this field.
Fouls that away. Falls behind 0-2. Sierra Sacco just keeps getting better and better. If I told you Sierra Sacco would be an Olympian in 28, what would you say?
Maybe, with an exclamation mark. Like, not a maybe, like, I don't know, but maybe. I just think that she is proving to be deserving. Like, it's tough to find outfielders that are this good defensively, this versatile with speed and power, plus she's left-handed. This is power that she didn't have early in her college career. She was a slapper her first 2 years at Louisiana Tech, then transferred over to Mississippi State, where she became a more power hitter.
Fights off another pitch from Sam Landry.
She had a couple of home runs her junior year, and one of them was in regionals where Mississippi State had to travel to Palo Alto and take on Stanford. One of them off of Nyjah Kennedy. It was that year's National Player of the Year.
Hits this hard into center. Briggs over to make the play. 1 out. That's how the day starts for Sam Landry, the rookie out of Oklahoma. And we are quickly finding out, Amanda, a fan favorite. When her name gets called, everybody goes crazy.
She is just gaining popularity by the second. She is on the screen for just a promo that they're doing, and girls are screaming their heads off about her. Love watching her pitch. And off of that year at Oklahoma, where she got to pitch in the Women's College World Series. And I think is starting to feel a little bit more rested now after just a really busy senior season. Threw a lot in the Women's College World Series and rolled it right into the AUSL season without any break. So I'm excited to see how she pitches after the 2-week break that we're just coming off of.
Just mentally, too. I mean, you go to Oklahoma, there's expectations there. They've won 4 straight national championships. You're the ace of the staff now. Everyone is looking to you. It's part of why everyone knows Sam Landry. She was at the premier program, Oklahoma. Bunt by Allchin, Mia Scott. The Texas product making the play over at third.
I think that Sam Landry would be the first to tell you about just how much she grew mentally at Oklahoma in her senior year, getting a chance to work with Jen Rocha, the pitching coach there at OU. Really started to throw her drop ball more in her senior season, which is the most used pitch that she's thrown here at her first AUSL season.
First pitch swinging for Flippin. Briggs has it. 1, 2, 3 for Sam Landry. We didn't see zeros for a long time in game 1 tonight. This is a little new.
That feels different.
The Athletes Unlimited Softball League is sponsored by Nike and Poppy. Some great UCLA aces getting the job done yesterday. Rachel Garcia and then Megan Faremo. They crossed paths for just a moment out in Los Angeles. Big wins for the Talons and the Volts yesterday. Today, the Blaze get the win in game 1. Volts looking to follow suit.
The Dirt Devils in the house, too. Love to read the names of all the different teams that we have represented at all these games. Always fun.
Bottom 2 teams in the standings are 2-1 this week. Both of them have wins. Volts could make it 3-1 over the top half of the league. I think that's more of what we expected from this season, was kind of back and forth action, and everyone's been close. The Blaze have been close. The Volts have been close. It's just been who's finished games better. And that has been the Talons and Bandits to this point. The second half might have a different tune to it. Jennings, second time she's been at the plate tonight, but didn't get to finish her at bat when Lorenz was caught stealing to end the first inning.
The Volts didn't mind seeing the Bandits take another loss earlier today to the Blaze. Man, that was a shootout. Final score in our first game of the doubleheader, 12-10 with 32 combined hits.
Your kind of game.
Oh yeah, hitter's duel. Who needs a pitcher's duel when you can have a hitter's duel? And only 1 home run in that game.
A solo home run at that. Jennings goes down looking. Strikeout number 1 for Corrick.
That changeup has been so good for Georgina Corrick. Coming into this game, opponents hitting just 159 against her. And we are talking about teams that collectively have batting averages 300 plus as a team. 159, though, hitting against Corrick.
Strike one to Mia Scott. Scott 1 for 3 with the run scored yesterday, trying to get her bat going. Entered the week just hitting 188 since joining the team out of the reserve player pool as a fill-in for Kelsey Stewart-Hunter, who's on the injured reserve list.
Talk about just offenses trying to get going. And the Volts, just an offense that you just kind of feel like is hibernating for the first half of the season, because coming in and the first half of the season hitting just 263. In fact, the first half, they were the only team that hit under 300 as a team. Hitting 264 entering this game, trying to get their bats going that they know are there. Hard to get it going with Georgina Corrick's paint corners like that, though.
3-2 count to Scott with one away. Up and in, that is ball 4. Second base runner to reach.
And the way that Georgina Corrick paints corners is what makes her so special. And look at the red area in this heat map is the areas that she throws to the most. And look at how it's both sides of the plate and off of the plate. Oftentimes you'll see a heat map and that red area is within that rectangle. But look at how she paints the corners and stays on the outer edges of the zone. That's what makes her so tough to hit, is that she rarely misses over the plate.
Hard hit ground ball, flipping. Aguilar, Vidales double play to get Bates and Scott. And still Corrick, who is allowed a base runner in both innings, has seen the minimum.
That's not easy to do when you have speed on the bases with Scott and with Sis running. That was well turned by the Talons defense.
Nothing doing as we go to the bottom of the second. Talons come to the plate for the second time against Sam Landry, one of the fan favorites really everywhere we've been this season. Certainly when we took the trip to Sulphur, Louisiana, back toward her home in East Texas and where she played her college ball at Louisiana. Trying to match Corrick with another 0 here in the bottom of the second. Tori Vidales leads things off and takes strike one. Tori 1 for 2, drove in a run yesterday. Just one home run for Tori Vidales this season came in her first at bat.
It's been such a clutch hitter in her career. She's liable to go out at anytime, even in, of course, the biggest moments.
Swings through it, strike 3. The first for Landry. Let's check in with Savannah Collins.
Well, when Sam Landry was in 4th grade, she had a classmate that was deaf and who exclusively used American Sign Language to communicate. So she started picking it up a little bit, even took some classes in high school, and now she's taught her parents. She can sign to them when she sees them in the stands at games. She's taught some of her teammates at OU. They would use it on field together. She even taught me a little bit. You can see her signing "I love you" to her parents. And they're able to communicate on field. It's just something that she's continued to take with her throughout her career, teaching people new things. And I'm gonna teach you all something that she taught me today. And so I'm gonna have to put my mic down for a second. So if you ever see Sam sign this on field, that means she's telling her teammates, that's good, good job. So they did that a little bit at OU, and that's one of the signs that she taught me too. So Chucky, Amanda, I'm signing that back to you guys right now.
Good job. Thank you.
Really cool. She just, I feel like the more and more that we learn about Sam Landry, it has so many different layers to her. And Tori Vidales is another player who she just struck out on that drop ball, who also knows American Sign Language. There's several players throughout that they put in their questionnaires that's another language that they're able to communicate with. And the other thing that she's so known for is how she wears glasses whenever she pitches, those clear glasses.
Into right field, tailing away from Coffey and down. Caroline Jacobsen keeps swinging a hot bat. She's around second, headed for third. It's a triple for Jacobsen. First of the year for her.
We've seen so many triples today in this doubleheader alone. Caroline Jacobsen has just done such a good job of going the opposite way. Getting this just past Danica Coffey, and when she got to second base, she was a little bit hesitant. And Howard Dobson, her third base coach and head coach, said, come on, let's go, get here. Easily gets in with a triple.
Landry comes right back with strike one to Ali Aguilar, dangerous hitter here who's starting to heat up as well. Aguilar last night 2 for 2 with a home run, drove in a couple, scored a couple times. Ball one.
His last 3 games just been on a roll. 5 for 8, a couple of home runs. Started back in Norman at Love's Field and then kept on keeping on with her 2 for 2 last night.
There's a funny video when we were in Norman. Kaylani Ricketts, who plays for the Blaze, obviously a former superstar, 2-time National Player of the Year at Oklahoma, was not there. Some of the Oklahoma players got to go back. There was a funny video that Elena Vodder and Kaylani did on Instagram about basically Kaylani wishing she was in Norman. Ali Aguilar going to feel a little bit of that this weekend because she's headed to Omaha, where the Talons will play the Bandits, the Volts, and the Blaze, with a number of Washington alums on those rosters get to go back to Seattle and play at UW.
Yeah, I would for sure be feeling major FOMO. They're going back to my alma mater and I was playing somewhere else. Oh, I'd be so bummed. Danielle Laurie will be on the call as well, calling those games in Seattle. Another Husky.
Was she good at Washington?
She was pretty good, I think, if I remember right.
Yeah, I guess. National champion, whatever.
National Player of the Year, a couple times.
Twice, yeah. Olympian.
Add that too. Just one thing after another on our little checklist.
I think Danielle's buying us lunch tomorrow.
I hope so.
One count to Charlize Palacios. Talons last night were 3 for 3 with a runner on third and less than 2 outs. So that ground out from Aguilar was the first in this week, at them not coming through with that runner on third base. Hard hit by Palacios over the head of Lorenz. That'll score the first run of the game. Charlize into second base, an RBI double for her.
Looked like Charlize in a 2-1 hitters count was looking for something in and down, and she got it with this screwball just ready to get her barrel down and into that pitch. And that's what this Talons team is so good at, is just sitting and looking for certain windows. A corner, a height, an area, probably different, a little bit different for every hitter, but looked like in that 2-1 count, Palacios ready to roll in the inner half.
Sam Landry called time on her own there and wanted to talk to her catcher, Deja Mulipola, as they go after Sydney Romero. Talons 8-1 when they score first, and they have had the Volts number. These two play tonight, they play tomorrow, and then the only 2 games left this season between the Volts and Talons will come in Tuscaloosa, the final couple days of the regular season, July 22nd and 23rd. They would both love it if they just turned around and played a few days later for the championship. Right now, the top two in the league, the Talons and the Bandits. Bandits have lost 3 straight, trying to find their form in the second half of the season.
It's like when we came on air, it talked about how big of a game this is for the Volts. And it just feels like in the second half of the season, every time we come on air and do an open, it's going to be like, this is a big game. This is an important game, because it just goes by so quickly in a 24-game season. The Talons and the Bandits clearly just flexed in that first half of the season. The Volts and Blaze have some work to do. A lot of opportunity in the second half.
Romero sits on that pitch into center field. Briggs back to make the play for out number 3. 1 run comes across. Palacios brings in Jacobsen. 1-0. One nothing through 2 innings here. Korick and Landry facing off in the circle. Great pitching matchup tonight for this crowd in Rosemont, Illinois. They've stuck around for both games tonight. Second of our double header. Blaze win the first one against the Bandits in a 22-run thriller. Volts looking for back-to-back wins against a team in the Talons who have won 9 of their last 10. If I had asked you before the season started, would anyone go on a run like that? And I cannot imagine you would have said yes.
The team just seems so evenly matched that it seemed like it was going to be difficult to go on a run like that.
Like 7-3 over a 10-game stretch feels like it would have been incredible.
Yeah. Definitely.
Rachel Garcia at the plate. One for 2 last night. This is into right center field. It's going to roll to the wall. Garcia has extra bases. She'll hold up at second. It's a break in the circle tonight, getting it done at the plate.
Trying to do too much with this outer half. Just a level swing by Rachel Garcia on a curveball that just finds a gap out there in right center field. So much power off of her bat, doesn't take a lot. Just bat to ball, and it carries for a leadoff double.
Table set for Deja Mulipola. Doubled her season hit total last night. Entered the week with just 1. It struggled since arriving from Japan. A couple base hits last night and drove in a run. Deja, a former Athletes Unlimited champion back in 2022 in the individual format, which is now known as the All-Star Cup. That will be played in August. It's a big swing, playable for Romero. 1 out.
It was a big swing. Georgina Korick finding herself in hitters counts against both Garcia and Mulipola.
We got another Wednesday night baseball matchup on ESPN and ESPN Deportes. Juan Soto, Pete Alonso, and the Mets taking on Gunnar Henderson and the Orioles. The second game of their 3-game series at Camden Yards. Coverage begins at 7 Eastern. Seen a ton of Athletes Unlimited players at MLB games recently throwing out first pitches.
A lot. There's a lot of synergy going on between MLB and the AUSL ever since they announced that strategic investment. First day of the Women's College World Series about a month ago.
MLB has put out so much too, just on their own. If you ask Kim Ng, she'll tell you, like, the stuff you see on their website, a lot, we don't ask them to do any of this. This is the MLB producing this content, these articles, whatever it might be, the promotion for the league. Briggs fouls that away, 2-2 count. Foul by Briggs. Mentioned the MLB agreement. Official partner now of the AUSL. Multi-year investment in this professional softball league, and it's truly a shared commitment. If you ask Kim Ng or anyone involved, a shared commitment to growing the game and growing it at this level, at the professional level.
And you could tell too, I mean, just from an outside, like public-facing perspective, all the times that MLB is posting about the AUSL on Instagram and on Twitter, and even about college softball during the Women's College World Series. They were posting plays and big moments. Definitely could tell that there was a shift there. And honestly, the eyes that an account like MLB has and all their different platforms, and to be able to share softball on there has just been huge. Get even more attention.
Outside to Danica Coffey. 1-1 count here, back to the top of the order for the Volts. Reaches to Romero, staying busy over at third base. She recorded all the outs there, a couple ground outs and a pop-up to Sydney Romero. And leadoff double stranded at second. Going to the bottom of the third. And Talons leading the Volts, bottom of the third inning. Sam Landry and Georgina Korek showing a good game so far. We just saw a ton of offense early and often in game one. This is a complete shift for game two tonight. Bottom of the order for the Talons, Victoria Hayward, Sierra Sacco, Jalen Allchin, 9-1-2. Hayward last night came to the plate one time. 2 RBI double off the wall in right field. Strike 2 on the inside corner to Landry.
What a still night that it is tonight, Chucky. We're used to seeing winds whipping all around the field every single time that we show up to the field, just about, except for tonight. Just complete stillness out there, which I'm guessing the outfielders are loving to see, because they don't have to look back to see which way the wind is blowing after every single pitch like they normally have to here.
Right to Jennings at first, 1 out. We've also got like the double runway action going, so we get double flyovers too.
Yes.
And like at any point, you can look in the distance, you can see 1 plane, 2 planes, just going to different runways across the street at O'Hare.
But they're landing today. Yesterday they were taking off, and it is just so much louder because they're gearing up all their power to take off, and it is so loud when they take off this way. And it's so interesting too to think about how like they change taking off and landing on different days with weather and everything. It's been fun to kind of, you know, get a little peek next to the airport, see how it all works. It's not the same every day.
You understand the inner workings of an aircraft. They're just gearing up, getting going.
I don't even know if that's
a technical
the right word,
term.
They're a lot quieter when they're landing than when they're taking off, that's for sure. And they're a little bit further away from us. When they take off, they fly directly over the field.
There it is. See, got 2 of them. Different runways.
It's a constant race. Get to the airport.
2-1 from Landry, up and in to Sacco, who lined out to center field her first trip to the plate. Landry retired the first 4 batters of the game. Gave up the triple to Jacobsen last inning, who came around to score on an RBI double by Charlize Palacios. Strike 2 on the 3-1 count. Sam Landry was the #1 overall pick in the AUSL draft, the college draft, I should say. Sacco was one of 2 Mississippi State players selected, along with Raylan Chafin, who only spent 1 year there but became their ace of the staff this year. (3-2). Did not go, and it's a walk to Sacco. Seen a lot of the Talons lately. It feels like they're getting a little more aggressive on the base pass as this season goes on. Only 6 stolen bases entering the week, but just in general, not just stealing, but they've ramped it up a little bit over the last couple weeks of this season. Here goes Sacco right on cue and safe.
Called it. And that trend started at Norman when they started to run a little bit more, both with Sacco and Jalen Allchin. That is just the 2nd stolen base for Sacco, and Allchin, who's up at the plate now, has 4. Oh, that's close. I would have challenged that. That was so close.
Ooh, she's out, isn't she?
Yeah, I think they got her hip.
And now it's passed.
There's no going back. Speaking of Jalen Allchin, what a pleasant surprise that she has been in this Talons lineup. Hitting close to 500 productive at bats. They've been just stroking the ball well, worked really hard coming into the season. I wasn't sure if she was going to even be on a team. They selected her from the reserve pool, and she has just absolutely made the most of her time here.
Allchin, an assistant coach at Michigan State, finished her first year there on staff recently. Played 4 years at Washington, then finished her career at UCLA, hit .317, 13 extra base hits in her final collegiate season. I mean, she is playing some of the best softball of her life right now. Gets hit by that pitch. Back-to-back free passes from Landry.
And Fire Brady's still on the IL for the Talons, and it'll be interesting if she ever gets off of the IL. There's Maya in the dugout. What type of move that they make to make room for Maya Brady? What will happen there? Will it be Jalen Allchin that will head back to the reserve pool, and then maybe somebody else picks her up? But this almost feels like an audition for Jalen Allchin for when next summer we expand to go from 4 to 6 teams, and hopefully she'll make one of the rosters.
And there's only 2 players out of the reserve player pool on the Talons. The other is Elena Escobar, who joined them this week. Starred at Liberty as a pitcher, though, and she's filling in for Montana Fouts. So you'd think if Brady returns, the only option is Allchin, which is unfortunate. But to your point, maybe 10 minutes in the reserve player pool before she's picked up if there's an option.
Well, there's been a lot of UCLA players running around. We saw Megan Grant here yesterday. Just saw Jordan Woolery with Megan Grant here. A couple of current UCLA players roaming the ballpark.
Landry ahead of Flippin. That evens the count at 2-2.
This has been the place to be, I think, because if you're a fan, you get to see all 4 teams. A lot of college coaches that we've seen in attendance.
(2-2) from Landry is inside for ball 3. Jammed up. Bates goes to third just in time to get the lead runner Sacco for out number 2.
Playing a little bit more up the middle of the field. Had to run a long way, gets to that ball, and then just redirects the direction of the ball from her glove to third base to be able to barely get Sacco at third.
Gotta be tough to keep Sis Bates off the field right now. I mean, we did not see her play a ton toward the back half of the first half of the season, but they've had some up and down moments defensively. They've played some people out of position. Just got to think it's tough to take Sis Bates out, not just for what she can do at shortstop, but almost like a calming presence defensively for them.
And she just plays with this joy and big smile on her face, makes everybody feel at ease around her, whether it's the third baseman and second baseman or whether it's the pitcher. You just look back and you see Sis Bates, and just gives you confidence to see her communicating and her guiding the infield and just the joy that she plays with.
Cross pass with Jalen Allchin at Washington. (0-2) to Tori Vidales, slow for ball one.
And the Volts will be playing in Seattle too, right?
Yeah, Volts plays, yeah.
So Bailey Klingler and Sis Bates will be returning back to Washington.
Ooh, that's ripped by Tori. Another pitcher's count for Landry, 1-2. 2 away, trying to strand a pair. Hard hit ball, right side, scooped up by Sierra Romero. Nice play to end the inning. 5 of the 6 half innings have been zeros. Just 1-0 Talons. One nothing Talons over the Volts. Top of the 4th inning already. Just 4 hits combined between these two teams so far. Corrick and Landry going at it. ESPN and the AUSL announced the launch of the Ultimate Softball Snack Down, a competition to crown the first ever official snack of AUSL. Fans can vote now through July 17th via @ESPNW and @Sister Snacking social medias to crown their favorite snack, which will be announced Thursday, July 24th.
We got to see pictures of the snacks yesterday, and I'm hoping maybe at the Champ Series we'll get to try all the snacks. They look delicious. I'm holding out hope I'm putting it into the universe.
You have more pull than I do, so I'm here for it.
Crossing my fingers and crossing my toes, doing all the things I need to do. See if it'll happen.
2 hits and a walk the first time through the order for the Volts. The hit, one of those 2 hits, belonged to Amanda Lorenz. Did not get all of this one to right field. Hayward's there, 1 out.
Georgina Corrick just does not miss on the plate. Continues to work side to side and then get a lot of outs with her changeup too today. Just 1 strikeout, not a pitch to contact, but that 1 strikeout was with her changeup. There it is right there. And able to throw it in any count. A lot of confidence in that pitch tonight.
Georgina Corrick, a longtime member of the Great Britain national team. Her parents left Great Britain when she was just 3 months old. She's been a member of that national team since 2014. They won silver last summer at the European Championships. Italy took gold. You've talked about this a little bit with Georgina Corrick, just kind of always looking to reinvent herself a little bit and keep it fresh and find new ways to get outs, whether that's new pitches or whatever it might be. But with Great Britain, she so much has been a leader for them. It's not just been the fact that she's the best player on that team and leads the way in the circle, but has very much become kind of a teacher. Like, let me show you how to do this at the highest level.
She likes talking the game. She likes talking pitching. She likes showing and sharing. I mean, she just loves the game and loves pitching, always finding ways to get better, whatever it is, whether it's something mentally or something physically, something small, something big. Another changeup in their first strike.
As retired Lorenz and Romero in this inning, now facing Tiare Jennings.
She throws a first pitch strike 75% of the time, Chucky. It's by far the best on the team. Just to give you a comparison, Megan Faremo, 61% first pitch strike, and Georgina Quirks at a 75% clip.
Fooled Jennings. Strikeout number 2 for Corrick. That's 6 straight retired now for her. Volts looking for back-to-back wins, looking for their first win over the Talons this season after knocking off the Bandits last night 5-3. Amanda Lorenz in her 5th season with Athletes Unlimited, former number 2 pick in the National Pro Fast Pitch League, the champion of last year's Athletes Unlimited, now All-Star Cup season. She's from California but starred at Florida as a 4-time All-American. She'll be on Team USA for the World Games in August. Amanda, I don't think you had much of a break, but what was your 2-week break like?
Wasn't much of a break. Was in Oklahoma for USA camp, but got like a good 3.5 days at home, which was really awesome. Much needed time with my husband and my dog, so it was great.
Caroline Jacobsen leading off the inning, had a triple her first trip to the plate.
I mean, more of a fun question, but if you weren't a softball player or a softball coach, what do you think that you would be doing with your life?
Gosh, that's such a good question. I simply have no idea.
A dog trainer, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. Finding a newfound love for dog training. Maybe, honestly. I really have no idea. I feel like I've been all softball my whole life, and it's all I've wanted to do forever. So living the dream, just like my glove says, living the dream.
2-1 fouled off.
How do you still find little ways to get better? Like, what do you find yourself gravitating to in order to find different ways for you to continue to expand your game?
Yeah, just being in the best shape I can be in. So being as strong as possible, but still being able to move, and obviously always craving the coaching as well. So, dang it. But yeah, just I think the biggest piece since graduating college has been finding a way to be as strong as possible and eat better and all those things.
Jacobsen reaches the lead off the inning. Now Ali Aguilar steps in. Kind of going off of that, Amanda, we always talk about one of the most ridiculous players to get out in the league. Pitcher's nightmare, trying to figure out how to get you out, especially in an at-bat that doesn't last double-digit pitches. Like, where do you feel like in your career you kind of figured out who you were as a hitter? Where did you become the hitter you are today?
Honestly, I feel like God blessed me with a lot of abilities just to be a hitter. I feel like I felt like my whole life, I felt like I could hit any pitch, and I've just loved competing in the box. I love hitting so much. So each day is different. One day hitting is your best friend, and the next you're like, oh my God, was I ever good at softball? So it's almost like a toxic relationship at times. But no, it's so much fun. I think that from a young age, I loved hitting and knew I was good at it.
1-1 to Aguilar. Ulipola on it quickly. Route number 1.
Who do you feel yourself turning to or leaning on when maybe you're in a tough spot or need some advice? Like, who is that person for you?
My husband. So, my husband Griffin, we've been together for forever, but he's a college baseball coach, and he's watched me play softball for a long time. So he knows me, and honestly, the last couple of years, I feel like I've leaned on him a lot, and he's helped a lot.
Just misses with the first pitch to Charlize Palacios.
Yeah, Sam.
How big was that win last night, Amanda? I mean, we've talked so much. You guys have been so close. You're not far out of it at all as far as those top 2 spots. How big was that one last night?
I mean, huge. I mean, Rachel was just absolutely sensational last night. So to finally give her some run support and get her a win, she's been sensational all year. So really just helping her out, and you know, we made her sweat a little bit in that last inning, but yeah, just really getting her runs because she's been really dang good this year.
What's been the vibe like with the team, like in the dugout, off the field, at this point in the season?
Yeah, super professional. We have fun, but high-level conversations, and Oh, it made me sweat a little bit. High-level conversations. Everyone gets along really well, so it's been really fun to be in the dugout with them and off the field, of just hanging out and diving deeper to get to know each other, and also figuring out how to win. Gosh, it's been so much fun to be in a team environment again, even with it's been really tough, right? Like losing a lot, but we've grinded through. We keep trying to find positives and get better along the way.
Amanda, we always appreciate the time. Let's put the dog training off for at least a few more years.
No promises.
We appreciate it, Amanda.
Thank you, guys. Go Bolts, go Gators.
You know, it's one thing to train her dog, Blue, but to be a dog trainer, you have to train other dogs. So I wonder how that would go for her. I'll have to maybe tune in a few years, or I don't know, a decade, however long she's going to continue to play. We'll see.
Depends what side of it you're on. If you're on her team, then you're like, yeah, let's play at least another decade. If you are a pitcher on the other team, you're thinking, I think you're probably done.
You got to get out of here.
The world is watching Amanda Lorenz thinking, don't stick around for 2028, please.
Not the United States?
Well, they are, of course.
Yeah.
But I'm saying everybody, they're going to play. Sydney Romero, last chance. Again, Caroline Jacobsen gets on base in a great spot, and then has been stuck at second base. Sack bunt from Aguilar got her there. Two to Sid Romero. Sister Sierra out at second base. Hard hit ball into center field. Briggs coming on out of her glove. Jacobsen scores, just popped out of the gold glove of Sierra Briggs.
Oh, she was right there, and this is the second time. What was that, just last night that there was another one that popped out of her glove? 2 times where she's been on the ground, and she's just been so close to making the play. She was there, her glove was there. It just hits off of it and does not get closed in. That would have been a highlight reel type play, and the third out of the inning. Could tell she's kicking herself for not catching that one, but it's 2 runs now on the board for the Talons.
Both of those runs coming with 2 outs.
They have been so good at hitting with 2 outs this season.
Victoria Hayward hoping to keep that trend rolling here. Slow roller right side. Romero handles it. They get out of it, but another run comes across. Palacios has brought one home. Romero's brought one home. Nothing. Still a shutout for Georgina Korick in 2 starts against the Volts. 11 shutout innings for her. The first time it finished as a complete game shutout. Trying to do that again, and has allowed just 2 hits. The Talons trying to extend their lead atop the AUSL standings. There's going to be a magic number we're going to be talking about probably in a week's time of what the Talons can do to potentially clinch their spot in Tuscaloosa. Volts 5 games back behind them in first place, but closer to the Bandits. Could be right on their heels, just 3 games out of second place if the Volts win tonight.
That Champ Series will be on ESPN2 as well. We make it to Tuscaloosa with those final 2 teams, the best 2 of 3 series at the Rhodes House. The tickets are selling like crazy already. And tickets are selling like crazy everywhere. So another sellout tomorrow at the Omaha later on this week.
Georgina Korick is rolling. Mia Scott grounds out on the first pitch. The last inning was just a 10-pitch inning. She's retired 7 straight. She's done it in a multitude of ways, on the ground, in the air, a couple strikeouts. I ran into Georgina Korich the morning after the first half of the season ended in the airport, and I asked her, what are you going to do? And she'd been in Japan. She had played in Australia this year. This was her second season in Japan. So you think about the amount of softball she has played over the last 2 years or so. It just probably matches anyone in the league, if not more. And I asked her, what are you going to do on this 2-week break? Said, I'm going home to Tampa, and I'm going to lay on the beach for a couple days. Got to think that was about as refreshing as it could possibly be for Georgina Korich. She'll face a pinch hitter in Erica Piancastel.
I ran into her at the airport after the part 1 of the season.
She said she had seen you, yeah.
She ran into all the broadcasters that morning bright and early for a 6 a.m. flight. Actually, correction, my flight was at 5:05, so not even a 6 a.m. flight.
Said you were her second, maybe third favorite broadcaster.
She's always fun to run into and just hear about her experiences. And my goodness, I mean, the Talons were doing well without her. And so to add her and Megan Framo in that last half of the first part of the season, there's big time additions with the way that this team was hitting the ball.
Romero struggled out of the gate. She's getting better now.
Well, especially with Montana Fouts on the IL, that came at the right time where they got back into the rotation. Montana Fouts headed to the injured list. And she was throwing really well before she found herself on the IL too.
Here they are since June 19th. 27 and a third innings, 9 earned runs allowed. Just 3 from Korich. 5-1 during that stretch. I love the notebook from Megan Framo. Savannah was talking about that earlier in the season. She takes notes on all the hitters. So even before Megan Framo was here, she was communicating with her teammates, her pitching staff. Hey, this is what I've got on these hitters, trying to help from afar.
Locked in, just such focused players. And how about being a great teammate, just willing to share that information? You could gatekeep that easily and keep it all to yourself and not want your teammates to get better or see it. Not her.
Snaps a 7 straight retired streak for Korich. The last batter to reach was Rachel Garcia, who's stepping to the plate right now. She doubled to lead off the 3rd inning. Sis Bates re-entering for Piancastel over at first base to run. Ooh, the off speed. That was pitch number 70 from Korich, and a beautiful one for strike 1.
First pitch changeup. She has been throwing a lot to these hitters, especially second time through. It's a big swing by Rachel on that screwball right there too. Sees the inner half, just unleashes on it, and then quickly Korich ahead 0-2.
It was Garcia last night for the Volts going the distance. Had a no-hitter entering the 6th inning. Was able to close that out. Won that game 5-3, gave up 3 runs in the 7th. Had the winning run standing at the plate, the go-ahead run standing at the plate for the Bandits. Garcia's 3rd complete game of the year, leads the league in innings pitched, but gets the night off from the circle tonight, or at least so far she has.
You never know when they're going to use her. They could use her at any time, in any game, in any different role. She's thrown the most innings for them.
Goes down looking, strikeout number 3 for Korich.
Strikeout number 3 for Georgina Korich, this time on a curveball, gets the call. It's a little bit up, a little bit out, and the call goes her way, and Rachel Garcia just doesn't agree with it. And that
ripped to left field. Allchin spinning and making the catch against Deja Mulipola. Corrick rolling right now through 5 innings, scoreless still.
My name is Sierra Sacco, and this is my player profile. My pregame superstitions are I have to put my jersey on first, then it's my sled shorts, then it's my socks, and then it's my pants. So I have to go in that order every single time. I started juggling just like before high school. I just kind of realized like, oh, I can kind of do this. Like, let me just keep going. And it kind of just clicked. So now I just have like juggling contests with anyone else I can find out who juggles. My favorite emoji is definitely the laughing face guy, but with the tears like rolling down. And that's a wrap.
Sierra Sacco, a couple seasons at Mississippi State to finish her career after she started at Louisiana Tech. What a treat for Sam Ricketts and company down in Starkville to have her, an absolute superstar.
A big-time player, continues to get better and develop, and she's just getting stronger and better. And I feel like doing both of those things rapidly at a very fast rate.
We got to talk to her before Mississippi State-Auburn series this year, and she was talking about just how much at home she felt like in Starkville at Mississippi State. She's only been there a couple of years. She'll actually return there to be a grad assistant on Sam Ricketts' staff next season.
And Sam Ricketts, her former head coach at Mississippi State, told her, "You're too good to just be a one-tool player." And she strikes out there, but it's been a rarity with the way that she is hit. And rookie leadoff hitter. There's 3 of the 4 teams, Chucky, have rookie leadoff hitters for them.
Future's really bright. There's Peyton Gottschall. She's entered the game for Sam Landry. Threw well. Just 2 runs allowed through 4 innings. Gottschall, product of Bowling Green and then Tennessee, where she was an all-SEC first-team member in her final season for Karen Weekly and the Lady Vols. Back-to-back SEC titles in Gottschall's 2 years there.
And she's been throwing well. I think one of the keys for the Volts is to get these other pitchers some time. Joked about maybe seeing Rachel Garcia in this game or the next game. You just never know when she's going to be coming in because she's been so reliable and they've really leaned on her. But I think one of the keys for the Volts is to just trust these other pitchers to come in relief and as well as close games, give them starts as well. So Mariah Mazzone included in that conversation. Peyton Gottschall has thrown very well.
We were talking about Sis Bates, was playing with a smile on her face. Peyton Gottschall, another one, has a ton of energy. This one hit high and deep to right center field, carrying and gone just over the wall from Jadalyn Allchin. Second home run of the season for Allchin, who is just scorching hot since being picked up by the Talons.
Wearing that Michigan State softball shirt. It's where she coaches and cheering her on. But my goodness, pitchers count, 1-2 count, and Jadalyn Allchin still able to get her barrel to a pitch up 72 miles an hour. Exit speed of about 230 feet, which is 230 feet to center, 210 down the right field line. This found the alley right in between, just snuck it in right under the scoreboard. And talked about picking up. How about picking up your teammate after that leadoff strikeout by Sacco?
Flapping the wings. Coming across home plate. All the teams, they've got their thing. Jadalyn Allchin played last summer a little bit. Hit just 244. Didn't have an extra base hit. Tearing the cover off the ball. Hannah Flippin trying to follow suit. She's 0 for 2 tonight. Flippin to center. Briggs tracks it. 2 outs. Let's go down to Savannah with Jalen Allchin.
Jalen, you have been all over the ball all season, whether that's getting base hits, this time a home run. How have you been able to diversify what you're able to do at the plate to have moments like that?
Yeah, it's been awesome just like being here and having a team where I feel like if I don't get it, someone else is going to get it, the next person's going to get it. So it's awesome having that kind of relief of pressure just to go in and know that I can play free and like kind of slow the game down at my own pace. And it's just a lot different mindset this year for me, and I love it.
This team has talked a lot about passing information. Any information that helped in that, AB?
Yeah, I mean, we've seen her previously. I talked to... Oh! Sorry.
I'm about to get another person over here if it keeps going like this.
No, it's been awesome. I mean, we've seen them already, so we kind of got a better scout, didn't film down, doing all the homework to get into this game. So it's been awesome being able to rely on each other for the information, pass the bat, pass the information. But yeah, I talk to Will every time before my at-bats just to lock it in and just keep it simple, go to the plan, and go in there.
Well, thanks, Jalen.
Yeah,
appreciate
thank
it.
you so much.
I mean, we were talking earlier about Maya Brady potentially, if she were to return, that Jalen Allchin might have to be reassigned to the reserve player pool. Like, this is your 2-hole now. She was in the 9 spot, which is one thing and still a crucial spot, and she was turning the lineup over effectively, but she's hitting in her 2 spot now.
She's just been tremendous. I just can't say enough good things about her. And you hear how she talks about her team, how she talks about her game. You can just feel this passion for the game and just a different mindset that she talked about this season. And it just, I know what that's like to see hard work in anything, not just if you've played softball before, you know what that's like, but hard work at anything, to see it pay off is just the most rewarding feeling. And so for her, that's what she's seen. She has worked really hard in a lot of different ways, and she's getting to see it pay off left and right.
Tori's hit a lot of balls a long way in this at-bat. They've just been foul. Still a 2-2 count. 2 away, nobody on for Tori Vidales, who is 0 for 2 tonight. Down low. You have a moment from Tori's time at Texas A&M that stands out to you?
Yeah, there was a time in the Florida Super Regional that A&M ended up losing, but I think a couple of times in that Super Regional late in the game, Tori either tied the game or had a go-ahead hit. I mean, on the road in Gainesville, they were the much higher seed than Texas A&M, and A&M almost went in there and upset them. Unfortunately for them, did not. Ended up giving it away. I think it ended up being a walk-off against them, but Tori Vidales just had a couple of hits, hit after hit really throughout, but a couple of hits late in the games that just solidified her greatness and legacy at A&M.
65 career home runs as an Aggie, 219 RBIs in her career that spanned 2015 to 2018 there, where she was a 2-time All-American. Jacobsen takes the first pitch from Gotcho low for ball 1. As a team, the Talons have hit for the cycle tonight. Jacobsen has the triple that helped him do it. Allchin the home run. Jacobsen 2 for 2. Her other hit just a single back in the 4th, but she has hit both times she's come to the plate, and she's scored both times she's come to the plate.
See Tori after that extended at bat too, kind of trying to catch her breath when she got to first base, and that was a reminder, as well as when we talked to Anna Gold, just how important your breath is. When we talked to Anna Gold last game, the third baseman for the Blaze, we had her mic'd up, and it just, you might think that this is so much a game of just like standing around and like not like soccer and basketball where you're constantly moving, but such a big part of being a great player is learning to catch your breath in moments that people might not even know that you're breathing hard, but just being able to slow your breath down, slow your heart rate down, and just, even though you're not moving a lot, that breath and heart rate is such a big part of it.
Maybe lightning in the area. Or what happened here?
The runner at first base left early. She's out.
Thought maybe it was a weather situation. Tori left early.
Me too. I'm actually happy to hear that it's Tori leaving early and not lightning. We've had bad weather all day today, and Howard Dobson talking to the home plate umpire about it. Wants Tori to go back to first base.
You just never see it called in real time anymore.
Especially just on a lead like that, where he wasn't going on the pitch, I don't think.
Correct me on the rule here. I thought the player had to advance for this to...
Not for the umpire.
I guess for it to be challengeable. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Thinking in a challenge situation.
Interesting.
So in this case, it would not be reviewable.
She was going on the pitch, and she did leave early. Yeah. Talked about the Talons putting more runners into motion. How about a little hit and run right there?
That is correct, right? I mean, this is not a reviewable play, so the call on the field, this should just be moving on at this moment.
I think maybe you can review it, though, if it is called. Yeah, like, and that, this is exactly why, because usually it's not called on the field, and usually it's not called on the field. Usually it's the opponent calling it on a non-call. It hasn't been called on the field, and so you want them to go back and look at it. So here they are, looking at the rules. Should we get Aubrey Leach in there with her rule book?
Trying to sort things out here.
Look at you pulling out
Tori
Appendix
leaving
G.
early. I got you. I got you.
We're trying to figure out if Howard Dobson and the Talons can review this.
If leaving early is called by an umpire on the field, it is reviewable with a coach's challenge. If it's not called, they would have to advance on the play, and it does exclude some of those plays like a home run, a hit by pitch, things like that. It actually excludes a foul ball, but that's if it's not called.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I got Chucky's rule. He just shouted out the rule number, rule 244 or whatever it is that he said, just to give them some guidance of where to look in the rule book, and you should be able to challenge this, and rightfully so, right? Like, if it is called, but the thing that Howard doesn't know is that she left early, and this is all just a moot point at this point. Yeah. Look at him. I feel like we're back at the World Series in the UCLA-Tennessee game.
But I mean, what I read you was that's straight from the rule book. There's two parts of it. One is if it's not called. One is if it is called. If it is called on the field, it is reviewable with a coach's challenge.
Yeah, as it should be able to be.
We're just taking a look at things right now.
We have it figured out up here, I must say.
I think. I mean, someone will tell us the actual thing later. Here we go.
Because there was a foul ball, the runner cannot be called out for leaving early.
Oh.
There you go.
Well, she's lucky because she did leave early.
I'm going to have to see the rule they were looking at, because what we were reading, I think it's a little bit confusing.
No, but I don't. I feel like you should be able to, like, she left early before there was even a foul ball. An umpire could call that. I don't understand why.
Yeah.
I'm very confused by that, because at the time that she left early, it should be a dead ball, but then maybe actually it's a delayed dead ball that they had changed it to a little while ago. Oh my gosh, she's hilarious. Yeah, I think maybe that's the point, Chucky, is that it's delayed dead ball that it was changed to, so.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, I guess. All right.
You know, we're going to have a word with Tori. She sits in this booth during the season. She knows better than to put us in these positions.
Tori's a little lucky lady over there right now.
Now, if you're ever working with Tori and there's a situation with somebody leaving early, she should know the rule after this.
No. But, like, do you think she knows that she left early, or do you think that she thinks that she left on time? I'm wondering. Only Tori knows.
I feel like the reaction, she knew she left early.
We've seen a lot of leaving early.
We have. Props to Howard Dobson, because that was probably what he's pointing out, right? He's not pointing out the reviewable part of it. He's pointing out that part of it.
Yeah. Good point.
Now, will the Talons get something from this, or was it all for nothing? Another 1-2 pitch to Jacobsen, and another foul ball.
Didn't even work her on the inside corner. She's been so good on the outer half. Using the right side of the field. That has definitely been her strength this season.
Just outside.
Woo. Good eye. Good hold back.
Gottschall had Jacobsen in a 1-2 count for a few pitches. Saw it in game 1 tonight, too. Seen a little bit in this game's pitchers' counts not being finished off. Based on what you've seen, is it just the hitters are that good, or are you seeing mistakes?
I think it's the hitters are that good, and just the amount of at-bats that they've had against these pitchers, and you go into like a more protect mode, so you're shortening up a little bit, can get rid of pitches a little bit easier. Shortening up with 2 strikes, that is.
Is this one playable? It is caught up against the netting. Talons arguing that that hit the fence. Maybe it was trapped, but Mulipola and company say, nope, that's over. And Howard Dobson says, we will challenge this. This inning is not done yet, folks.
Caroline Jacobsen's at-bat is not done yet.
The Talons are challenging the out call.
I thought it popped out, and then the net was used to secure it, so I thought it was trapped right there.
But was that part of the mitt protecting the ball from the net?
I think it's trapped, but you don't see this one all the time. Like, I thought initially it should have been called trapped.
Ooh.
Like, what are they looking for here to specifically say, okay, definitive evidence, this is trapped. This was out of her glove, and the net helped it stay back in.
It's kind of like in football where the ball can hit the ground as long as it doesn't assist the catch. Like, if you have control and it hits the ground, it's fine. It's almost like the same thing with the net. Like, the ball, can it hit the net as long as it doesn't assist the catch?
If we're using that, I feel like that's a great way of explaining it. And I feel like the net assisted the catch there.
Okay. You seen Wolf of Wall Street?
No.
There's a scene where he stands up in the office and he goes, I'm not leaving. That's all I can think of for this inning. Like, they've ran off the field twice, and Howard Dobson's like, we're not leaving.
Well, Tori needs to get back to first base and say, I'm not leaving. She's a little lucky lady continuing over there at first base. So does she catch it first and then go into the net? I see it. I don't see her having control of that.
That angle makes it look like it might be loose when it hits the net.
It never stops in her glove. It hits her glove and continues to move out and then is assisted by the net.
I do think she would have caught it regardless, but I also think it is loose enough there, and it does hit the net when it is loose.
All right.
We had 32 hits in a game earlier tonight and 22 runs.
Well, here we go.
After review, the call on the field has been changed to a foul ball.
I think that's the right call. The Volts are on the ground. Just can't believe it. Amanda Lorenz is getting in her wind sprints from left field to the dugout, back out. She's running the furthest of anybody out on defense. She's back out there again. And Caroline Jacobsen is still at bat.
Amanda Lorenz is stretching. She's ran a quarter of a mile this inning. It's the 14th pitch of this marathon at bat. We've got the rule book out. We've had an official challenge on separate instances, and Caroline Jacobsen just keeps fouling pitches off. Pitch number 15 coming.
Gosh, 15.
This has to be the longest at bat. Like timing-wise, it definitely is, but just pitch total, this has to be the longest at bat.
Did Peyton Gottschall just come into this inning, or was that?
Yeah,
Okay,
this
so
inning.
37 pitches in this inning.
Jacobsen, how about that? Pitch number 16. Tori wants to score, and she will. That's ridiculous.
Wow. Just wow. Gotta call her a lucky lady over there at first base, because she should have been out for leaving early. Caroline Jacobsen, 16 pitch at bat. We talked about her ability to go to the opposite side of the field. They worked her on the inner half the entire 16 pitch at bat, and she crushes it just barely down the line.
Challenging, leaving early at first base. The call on the field is that the runner left on time.
And we're actually going to have another review that Tori Vidales left early. Did she?
Can you imagine?
Did she? Did she? She's like a cat over there with 9 lives. She did not. I think she left right on time. It is very close. Let's see. I think she left right on time. Is 3 challenges and 1 at bat a record? Oh, wait.
2, plus the rule book.
We didn't challenge that. I guess Howard technically didn't challenge the first one. So it just felt like a challenge with how long we were talking about it.
I feel this right here. This guy.
Yeah. He's like, what did I get into?
Where's Georgina Korick right now? She has got to be thinking, man.
After review, the call on the field is upheld.
Tori survives.
Oh, man.
Well, Ali Aguilar just got to see 16 pitches in front of her. There's Tori Vidales. All smiles in the dugout. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Who hit in front of you at A&M for the most part?
Megan Gibson.
Did she ever show you 16 pitches in it at bat?
No, I don't think so. I've been tired just standing on deck, getting in my timing, swings.
Ali Aguilar probably took 50 practice swings.
Right?
She's probably exhausted right now. Two-one count to Aguilar. 0 for 2 tonight, or excuse me, 0 for 1 tonight, sack bunt that moved Jacobsen into scoring position. She would later score with 2 outs in the inning. Last time Aguilar was up. Now 2-2. Got her looking. Aguilar can't believe it. Howard Dobson not happy about it either. That is the inning, we promise. We're going to the 6th.
Woo!
Talons keep on rolling. 9 of their last 10 they have won, trying to knock the Volts off for the 5th time this season. Georgina Corrick, Amanda, has started 2 games against the Volts. She's pitched against them a couple other times as well in relief, but has started twice, 11 scoreless innings. The first game, a complete game shutout in Norman, and she is 6 outs away from repeating.
Wow, she's just been fantastic. Just so precise, painting corners. She's like Picasso out there, the way that she's able to paint. Again, and getting the call there too, just trying to expand the zone a little bit outside these left-handed hitters and getting the call.
Bottom of the order for the Volts, Sierra Briggs leads off the inning, falls behind 0-2. She grounded out her first trip to the plate. Up and in, ball 1. Off by Briggs. Georgina Corrick by no means came out of nowhere. You just didn't see her a ton in college. She played at South Florida, so you don't necessarily see her on TV all the time. She was a 3-time All-American at USF. She was an NFCA National Pitcher of the Year as a senior there in 2022. Like we talked about earlier, just keeps getting better and better and better. She almost threw 1,000 innings in her USF career.
She's currently learning Japanese right now too, by the way.
Does not surprise me one bit. Has a bachelor's degree in marine biology, a master's in global sustainability. Into left field, Allchin lays out and makes the catch. Jadalyn Allchin with the bat, with the glove, she's doing it all.
You could see her just timing up that read, the trajectory of the ball, where it was going to fall, the angle that she was going to take. It's a little bit risky when you dive toward the line, but when you're up by 4 runs, you can take those risks. Jadalyn Allchin, home run tonight, and now that catch is playing so well.
There's no risk if you know you're going to catch it.
Yeah, exactly. What risk?
Top of the order, Danica Coffey. Top 4 in the order for the Volts, just 1 for 8. That one hit was Amanda Lorenz back in the top of the 1st, and then she was caught stealing. It's the up and down nature of this Volts offense that we've talked about this season. 5 or more runs on 7 occasions. 2 or fewer runs on 5 occasions. They've been shut out twice. They've scored just 1 run twice.
Well, and after that break, you were wondering, can the Talons, the Bandits, keep the level of play that they were playing with before the 2-week break?
That gets through. Coffee, a one-out single.
And the Talons absolutely seem like they have. And for the Bandits, they've lost their first 2 games coming off of the break. In fact, they're on a 3-game losing streak. Lost the last game before the break and these last 2.
Again, no Maya Brady, no Montana Fouts, both on the injured reserve list. Bree Ellis not in the lineup tonight for them. Savannah Jaquish not in the lineup either. Strike 1 to Lorenz. If this game were going to change, it would be Lorenz that would do it. Two and one.
She just does not chase. She does not give in. So patient at the plate. Finds herself in now a hitter's count. Hasn't been very many tonight from Corrick. And then she drops in that changeup in a hitter's count. A surprise there. 57 coming in. Home run last night, hit a couple in the game before the break. That was a pitch right down the heart of the plate against Emily Kennedy and the Bandits last night that got the Volts on the board first. 2-run shot for Lorenz right up the middle of the field. Good idea with that changeup inside, locating that pitch in a different spot. Just a little too far inside, and now payoff pitch to Lorenz in a full count.
Coffee on first, 1 out. In the air, left side, tailing toward out of play, and it is. Where would you go here against Lorenz?
Go back to that outside corner and spot it just there, maybe a little bit further down, like right at the knees. It's a couple of times that she's thrown her screwball in the outer half to Lorenz. It's been a little bit more up, like belt high. I would try to go right back, or option number 2, flip the change.
Does go outside off the end of the bat. Palacios keeps it in fair territory. Lorenz hustling but can't get there. Let's check in with Savannah.
Well, Georgina Cork talked about how when she was coming into this season, she wasn't exactly sure where her game is going to be, but she showcased to us that it's sharp. But she's proudest of her mental ability. She says, I'm always going to scout. I'm going to watch swings. And I especially love this that she explained. She goes, I'm always going to know the mechanics of pitching, of what I need to do, even when it's difficult. So, Amanda, on days where maybe you're not feeling your best, because Georgina Cork said she wasn't her best in her complete game shutout, how is trusting the work you put in able to create outings like the one we're watching right now?
Yeah, and it all goes back to feeling. As a pitcher, you feel so much. Ooh, Jennings is okay. But you feel so much, so you know when you're a little off, you know when you're a lot off. You're just so in tune with your body and your mechanics and how it feels, that in those times where it feels a little bit off, you just almost have to push through it and kind of put it in the back of your mind, like, okay, I am a little bit off, but like I'm just going to keep going and trust that the hard work that I've put in will help me get through this. Recognize where your pitches are ending up, because maybe your mechanics are a little bit different. So is my screwball a little bit more on the plate? Okay, how can I adjust my mechanics a little bit to get it more off the plate today? Is my changeup a little bit fast? What can I slightly adjust? And that is what she is so good at doing, is those small adjustments and being in tune every inning. And you'll hear pitchers talk a lot about feel, because it's just like you're feeling every time you have a bullpen or you pitch in the game. You feel your body, your arms, your glove hand. You just have truly like such a good feel of what you're doing and a good feel of the game, because you have the game. You have the ball in your hand every time that you go out there. So you control it. You start to feel that control.
2 batters in the last 3 innings have reached base. Romero proving to be a problem here. Now on a 1-2 count. Just over 100 pitches for Corrick on the night. Pretty cool night, though. Great weather here in the Rosemont. Gets Romero swinging. 4 strikeouts now for Corrick.
She has been so good tonight. Strikeouts when she needs it. 4 tonight. 3 of them have been on this changeup, a well-located pitch after the rise up and in, followed with the change low and away, and she gets the chase with 1 on.
The Athletes Unlimited Softball League is sponsored by Nike. The 2 winning teams from last night facing off tonight. It has been all Talons. Lorenz and company hoping for more smiles down the stretch, but they've only got 3 outs to work with. The Talons looking for insurance here against Peyton Gottschall in the bottom of the 6th. Gottschall threw 40 pitches in the 5th inning that had a little bit of everything. Couple reviews, 1 rule book visit, I guess. Twice the Volts came off the field and went back on, right? Twice?
Yes, twice, yeah. Or wait, was it 3 times?
Well, eventually it was 3, right? They came off twice and had to go back. And then they finally, the inning ended. It was a long inning, I don't remember.
Tori leaving early, Deja up against the net. And was there another one that we're missing?
Palacios fouling a couple off. 0-2 count here for Gottschall. 7, 8, and 9 for the Talons this inning. 2 for 6 combined in the game so far. Palacios had an RBI double back in the 2nd. Ground ball, Sis Bates bounces it across and in time. Just what Sis does.
Sis on the pitch was actually moving more toward the middle of the field a couple of steps and then had to react to the ball that was headed more toward the 5-6 hole.
The Talons are challenging the out call at first base. The play is under further review.
Threw off, completely off balance and skipped it into first base. Great pick by Tiari Jennings. That is so close. I thought live, like seeing it live, I thought she was out. Also knew it was super close. She did everything that she could just to get rid of the ball as quickly as she could. Let's see the stretch by Tiare. I think she's going to be out. I think this is going to stand.
Wow, that is
about as close as it can get.
Call on the field is out.
After review, the call on the field is upheld. Out.
One away.
Second and final challenge.
Just how quickly she had to get rid of that because of the way that she was headed up the middle of the field, had to react to her right or left.
Sis has played a lot of ball on this turf field, so you'll see her use it a lot. Into right field foul territory and falls between a few Volts players. Sydney Romero, an RBI single, her last trip to the plate. It was perfectly rolled on the turf. That's Sis Bates.
One thing about this turf, you know you're going to get it true hot, not have to worry about any of the dirt that's misplaced or a divot in the dirt, especially with all this rain that we've had today too. I can't believe that, speaking of, no rain delays.
Well, maybe you just conjured one.
I don't think so. I'm feeling good about it.
Victoria Hayward at the plate. It's another one that won't get to go back to Seattle and play at UW.
That's great. I know.
It's this hard to center. Briggs running back and makes the play. Nick's starting to swing a pretty good bat right now, though. One last chance for the Volts, down 4. Less runs scored so far in this game than our first game tonight. 4-0. Talons over the Volts. 3 outs to play with for the Volts on a beautiful night just outside Chicago, Illinois. Look at that. Couldn't ask for better weather for softball after about the first inning of game 1 tonight when we had some rain issues, but since then, smooth sailing. Speaking of smooth sailing, Georgina Korick against the Volts this season. This is her 4th appearance, 2nd start, 15 innings, 6 hits, 7 walks, no runs allowed for Korick in 15 innings against the Volts.
Against this lineup, I mean, we have names like Tiare Jennings, Amanda Lorenz, Rachel Garcia, Deja Mulipola, like Sierra Romero. These hitters are in this lineup that she has shut down that many innings. And it kind of goes to show it's just kind of been the Volts offense. Chucky, we've talked about it. It's been either really on or really off. Ups and downs on the roller coaster that their offense have been riding. Again, entering this game, hitting .264.
At flipping, one away as they get Jennings. He's now 0 for 3 tonight. Well, another doubleheader tomorrow. Early start, 11:30 a.m. Oh, that's Eastern time, Amanda.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. We're back early tomorrow. And then 2 Eastern for game 2. Bandits, Talons, and Blaze Volts. That's Omaha and Seattle, our 2 sites this weekend.
See you in Omaha?
Yes, yeah.
See you there?
Yeah. Danielle Lauren making her return to the booth too in Seattle.
Holding it down in Seattle at UW's field.
Pinch hitter Michaela Edenfield, the rookie out of Florida State. Star catcher for Lonnie Alameda the last 4 seasons. 1-0.
The Volts tonight with runners on 0 for 9. 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position, and then with 2 outs, 0 for 4.
They've had the leadoff runner on just once tonight, but in every other inning but one, they've had a runner on with 1 out and just have not made anything of it.
Well, it's what the Talons offense has been so good at doing is scoring in multiple innings, not just resting on a 1-run lead that they got in the bottom of the 2nd, not just resting on a 2-run lead that they doubled whenever they scored again in the bottom of the 4th. But scoring in 3 different innings in this game, it's what they've done all season long.
Last night it was Megan Faremo, and it went down as a complete game. She only had to throw 5 innings. They run ruled the Blaze 9-1 in 5. She gave up just 2 hits last night. Korick tonight looking for a complete game and a shutout, and she's only given up 3 hits. 2 full games against any lineup in this league. 5 hits allowed. That's just absurd. Fooled Edenfield. 2 outs.
Another strikeout on a changeup. 5th strikeout of the night for Korick, and 4 of them have been on her changeup. Chucky, she has started 3 games this season. She is working on her 2nd complete game. So 2 out of 3 games that she has started working to go the distance.
There's only been 1 complete game shutout in the league this year. It was Korick against the Volts. One out away from another one. This is your pitcher of the year if the season ended today, right?
It really is looking like it. And it was hard to give her the nod before the break because she just hadn't thrown as much. But even one game difference coming back from the break and her throwing this complete game makes a difference. And she is headed in that direction for pitcher of the year.
Piancastel re-enters to hit here. Walked her last time up. One count. Corrick started the week with a 1.62 ERA. It has fallen to 1.07. 2 strikes.
Hitters hitting against her this season with 2 outs, hitting 0.77 off of Corrick. Just shut things down when she has the chance.
Whip is under 1. That's off the end of the bat. Aguilar's there. Georgina Corrick. 2 complete game shutouts in just 3 starts this season. The Talons have won 10 of their last 11.
What an outing. Offense put it together again. This Talons team, they're playing very well.
Who can possibly stop them right now? They'll play the Volts again tomorrow. They've got the Bandits this weekend in Omaha. Talons and Blaze, the winners tonight in Rosemont. We're back tomorrow morning. For Savannah Collins, Amanda Scarborough, and our entire crew, I'm Chucky Kemp. Thanks for joining us, everyone. So long from Rosemont.